Imagine this, with mirror, standing in your kitchen, maybe early in the morning, light just peeking through the window. You reach for your usual cup of coffee, or maybe your blood pressure meds. But today, your hand stops just a few inches from something else. A bottle, ordinary, unnoticed, amber-colored, apple cider vinegar. You've seen it 100 times, maybe even used it in salad dressing or for cleaning windows. But what if I told you that within that cloudy, ancient-looking liquid lies a key? Not a miracle, not magic, but something that can quietly and gently support your body in ways that matter more as we age. See, after 45, things change. Our digestion slows, energy dips, the scale inches up, joints stiffen, you wake up and something always hurts. But what if a teaspoon a day properly taken, safely and with care, could support your digestion, help tame blood sugar spikes, ease that heaviness after meals, and maybe even help you feel more in control of your body again? I'm not selling you a dream. I'm sharing something backed by history and explored by science. You deserve to feel good in your skin, whether you 48 or 88. And this small change might just help you walk taller, breathe deeper, and smile more. But you have to understand how to use it right. That's what this video is about. Not hype, not a health gimmick. This is a journey, one with roots that stretch back to Hippocrates himself. Yes, that's right. The father of modern medicine used apple cider vinegar to treat wounds and ease coughs. Gosh, this isn't new. It's forgotten wisdom rediscovered. So don't scroll away. If you care about living stronger, aging smarter, and feeling like yourself again, come with me. This won't be a boring list of facts. This is a wake-up call. A chance to learn how this one ingredient, already in your kitchen, might just help you reclaim a little more vitality. No fluff, no nonsense. Just practical insight, wrapped in real talk, for real people. And if you stay till the end, I'll show you exactly how to take it, so you avoid the mistakes that make most people give up before they ever see a benefit. Let's begin. Picture this. Eleanor, 69, lives alone in a small town near the lake. Her mornings used to start with stomach cramps, and afternoons were followed by a nap, not because she wanted rest, but because she couldn't keep her eyes open after lunch. Her daughter, visiting one weekend, asked gently, "Mom, have you tried apple cider vinegar?" Eleanor laughed. "What am I going to do with that old bottle?" But curiosity sparked. She searched, watched, learned. And what happened next was simple but powerful. She started adding 1 teaspoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar into a big glass of water just before lunch. Not a shot of it, not some crazy TikTok trend. Just a simple diluted mix. Within a week, Eleanor noticed something strange. She wasn't crashing after meals. Her bloating eased. Her stomach, for once, felt calm. That's the power of storytelling. It's not a lab coat or a clinical chart that moves people. It's seeing yourself in someone else's shoes. So, now, picture yourself. It's you in your home with your routine. Maybe you've been dealing with slow digestion, or that tight, heavy feeling in your stomach after dinner. Maybe you're retired of meds that can't help, or just want to try something natural, something safe, something simple. That's where apple cider vinegar, in moderation, comes in. But don't just jump in and hope for results. You have to follow the story. You have to do it right. Not too much, not too strong. Always diluted. Always organic, and with the mother, that cloudy stuff floating at the bottom. That's not dirt. That's the gold. That's enzymes, good bacteria, the things that help your gut thrive. And if you feel unsure, talk to your doctor. This isn't about replacing medications. It's about working alongside your health goals. Think of it as a supporting character in your wellness story. A gentle ally, not the hero, but the guide. And that story you're living, it's not over. It's just entering a new, wiser chapter. Let's rewind the clock. Way back before hospitals, before prescriptions, before health influencers and clickbait headlines. In ancient Greece, there lived a man named Hippocrates, now known as the father of medicine. When someone had a sore throat, an upset stomach, or even wounds on their skin, he didn't reach for synthetic pills. He reached for vinegar, mixed with honey. A remedy so simple, so natural, that it crossed centuries and cultures. Romans used it, Persians used it. Even in the American Revolution, vinegar was part of soldier rations, not just to flavor food, but to preserve health. So why did we forget it? When did we trade in the natural for the artificial? When did health become about fads instead of foundations? That's the question we're asking here, not because vinegar is magic, but because maybe, just maybe, it never stopped working. We just stopped listening. The power of apple cider vinegar lies not in hype, but in heritage. It stood the test of time because it works gently, gradually, and with the body not against it. And today, backed by modern science, we understand more than ever why it's been trusted for so long. The acetic acid in vinegar supports healthy digestion, encourages insulin sensitivity, may even help balance appetite hormones. But you don't need to know every Latin name of every compound to benefit from it. You just need to know how to use it right and when not to. If you have acid reflux that worsens with vinegar, don't keep drinking it. If you're on potassium-lowering medication, talk to your doctor first. Wisdom isn't just knowing what works, it's knowing when it works for you. History teaches us what has stood the test of time. And apple cider vinegar? It's been quietly helping the wise for thousands of years. It might just help you too. Let's cut the noise. What does real science actually say about apple cider vinegar? A lot, actually, but you don't need a degree in nutrition to get it. One of the most powerful things a CV does is help your blood sugar stay steady after you eat. That's a game changer, especially for those of us past 45, when blood sugar swings hit harder, feel worse, and linger longer. A study published in the journal Diabetes Care found that people with type 2 diabetes who took just 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before bed had lower blood glucose levels in the morning. So that means steadier energy, less brain fog, and less of that crash after meals. But there's more. Other studies show a CV can slow the rate at which food leaves your stomach. Why does that matter? Because slower digestion means less of a spike in insulin, less fat storage, more satiety. That means you feel fuller, longer, and snack less between meals. But here's the thing, this only works if you do it right. That doesn't mean chugging vinegar. That will mess up your stomach and damage your teeth. Always dilute it at least 1 teaspoon in a full glass of water. Use a straw if you can and rinse your mouth afterwards. Science also shows a CV may have antimicrobial properties. It fights the kind of bacteria that belong in your gut or mouth. That's why some people use it as a natural mouthwash, or even to help with skin blemishes, but again diluted. Science tells us what's possible, but how you use it determines what's effective. So if you're watching and thinking, can it really help me? The answer is, it depends on how you take it, how consistently, and how your body responds. You're not a lab rat. You're a human being. So let your journey with apple cider vinegar be guided by evidence, but led by your own experience, observation, and care. Let me tell you about Harold. He's 77, a retired high school coach. For years, Harold battled with what he called cement gut. Every meal left him bloated, tired, and frustrated. Doctors told him he was fine, but Harold didn't feel fine. Couldn't tie his shoes without belching. His walks got shorter, his naps longer. One day, at the local farmer's market, a young vendor asked him if he'd ever tried raw apple cider vinegar. Harold chuckled. That stuff? The kid said, my grandma swears by it. That night, Harold looked it up, found a video, and decided to try just 1 teaspoon in a glass of warm water before breakfast. Not much, just 1 change. Within 5 days, Harold said something shifted. His gut didn't feel tight anymore. His belt didn't dig in after lunch. He started walking again 2 miles, then 3. Now that's Harold's story. Yours might be different. Maybe you're managing medication. Maybe you've tried a CV before, but it upset your stomach. That's okay. Everybody is different. But here's what is universal. When you hear a story that mirrors your own struggle, it opens a door. It makes you wonder, could this help me too? So I'm not here to throw charts at you or sell you hype. I'm here to share stories, real ones, from people like you. People who found small relief from a simple change. And if you're tired of waking up feeling old, tired of guessing what's good or what's gimmick, try this safely, moderately. Give it 7 days, diluted with intention. And pay attention to how you feel. Stories aren't facts, but they're fuel. And when combined with wisdom and safety, they might just light your path forward. Let's be honest, health advice these days can feel like walking through a minefield. One day something is hailed as a miracle. The next day, it's condemned. It's confusing. And for those of us over 45, we don't have time for gimmicks or vague advice. That's why with apple cider vinegar, the message is clear. It's not a cure, it's a helper. It's not here to replace your medication, and it's not here to fix everything overnight. But what it can do, if used safely and consistently, is gently support what your body is already trying to do to digest better. Balance your gut and stabilize energy after meals. That's not just talk, it's backed by real, credible studies. But here's the key, you have to respect it. A CV is highly acidic. That means it must be diluted. Always 1 teaspoon in a large glass of water. That's your starting point. It's not a shot glass. Not undiluted. Never take it straight. Can irritate your throat, wear down your tooth enamel, and mess with your stomach lining. If you're on blood pressure or diabetes medication, speak with your doctor first. That's not fear, it's wisdom. Taking care of yourself means knowing what your body can handle and what it might not. And if you're watching this wondering, what if I've already tried and it made me feel worse? That's okay. Try less. Try with food. Try a smaller dose. Try it warm. Everyone's body responds differently. But don't give up on something just because it didn't work when misused. Respect the process. Respect your body. And always, always prioritize safety over speed. You've come too far in life to risk shortcuts now. Take your time. Test gently. Listen to what your body tells you. That's real action. That's mature health. That's how you thrive, not just survive. Think of this next part as a journey through your own house, the house being your body. In each room we walk through, apple cider vinegar offers a little help. Chapter 1. The kitchen, where digestion starts. This is where a CV helps produce more stomach acid, not lessened. That's important, because many older adults suffer not from too much acid, but too little. That's why food feels like it just sits in your belly. Chapter 2. The dining room, where blood sugar balance lives. After a meal, a CV slows the digestion of starches. That means your blood sugar doesn't spike and crash like a roller coaster. You feel steady, energized, focused. Chapter 3. The heart room here. Studies show that a CV may help reduce triglycerides and improve your cholesterol balance, small steps toward a healthier cardiovascular system. Chapter 4. The bathroom. Let's talk microbes. A CV has natural antimicrobial properties that help kill harmful bacteria just in the gut, but even in the mouth. That means better breath, fewer infections, a cleaner feeling overall. Chapter 5. The bedroom, because rest is affected by digestion. And many who take a CV before dinner report sleeping more soundly, waking less bloated. Chapter 6. The mirror. Skin health. When used topically and carefully diluted, ACV can gently exfoliate, reduce breakouts, and balance pH. But never apply it raw. Always test first. And so, the journey continues. Each chapter, each room, each benefit working together. Not in isolation, not overnight, but gradually, gently, helping the body you live in feel more like home again. This is how you bring the science to life. Not with dry data, but with storytelling that seniors relate to, remember, and most of all enjoy. Let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself here. Have you ever eaten a meal and then felt like you swallowed a bowling ball? Do you ever go to bed feeling fine, only to wake up more tired than when you lay down? Do your knees ache, not because you're running marathons, but just from standing too long in the kitchen? You're not alone. These aren't just signs of getting older, they're signals. Your body is whispering that it needs support. Not more pills, not another appointment. Just a little something gentle, safe, and supportive. That's where apple cider vinegar steps in. Not with a loud voice, but with a steady hand. It helps regulate. It helps restore. But only if you let it. Only if you're curious enough to try it with intention. Now, think about this. What would it feel like to go 1 week without bloating? 1 week without that foggy crash after meals? What would your evenings look like if you felt light, clean, and rested instead of gassy, stuffed, and stiff? These are not guarantees, but they are possibilities. Possibilities that come from a simple, consistent habit. 1 teaspoon, diluted, taken before your main meal. That's it. Try it. Journal it. Watch yourself. Then come back here and tell us what changed. Because the most powerful part of your health journey, ISNT, just what you hear it. S, what you experience for yourself. You know what people hate? Feeling like a computer is talking to them. Cold, robotic, predictable. That's not this channel. That's not this voice. We talk like real people, hear like a neighbor you'd share coffee with on your porch. And when it comes to apple cider vinegar, I'm not going to say ingestion of acetic acid promotes metabolic function. I'm going to say it helps your body break food down better so you dainty feel like a rock is sitting in your gut. That's what matters. Not sounding smart, but making sense. And that's why everything in this video is written for you, not for an algorithm. You're not a click. You're a person. With a life. With grandkids. Maybe. With stories. The body that's done a lot, been through a lot, and still deserves care. You're not chasing a flat belly. You're chasing freedom. You want to get on the floor with your grandchild and not groan when you get back up? You want to enjoy your meals without suffering for hours after? That's real. That's human. So when we talk about vinegar here, we do it with honesty, warmth, realness. And if you ever feel confused or overwhelmed, you're not alone. Ask in the comments. Share what you're facing. Because this isn't just a video, it's a conversation, and you belong in it. Now let's imagine some scenes together, because this isn't just about telling you, it's about showing you. Picture this. A warm, sunny kitchen. A man in his late 60s pours a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar into a glass of water. Adds a spoonful of honey, stirs, and drinks it with a smile. Cut to him walking in the park, lighter on his feet, standing taller. A cut to a woman in her 70s in her garden. She's trimming herbs, feeling good, her hands steady. You see flashbacks of her last year, bloated, frustrated, napping, mid-morning out of fatigue. The difference? A habit. Just one. A daily ritual. A glass of water and a CV. Next scene, real food. She's using a CV in her salad dressing. Not buying bottled junk, but mixing olive oil, lemon, and vinegar to drizzle on her greens. These are the scenes that turn talk into truth. You can see the difference. Not overnight, not dramatic. Real, subtle, steady. And that's what I want for you, not just information, but inspiration. Not just words, but visuals. Because when you see someone your age taking control of their health, it makes you believe you can do the same. And you can. You don't need a full pantry of supplements. You don't need a gym membership. You need consistency, care, and a reason to keep going. That's what this channel is about, okay? And that's what this video is for, to remind you that wellness ISNT reserved for the young. It belongs to anyone willing to take that first small step. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about something most videos rush past: your safety. Look, apple cider vinegar is powerful, but it's not a free pass to throw caution to the wind. If you're already taking medications for blood pressure, diabetes, potassium levels, or if you have chronic acid reflux, pause before you dive in. Talk to your doctor. Not because a CV is dangerous for everyone, but because your body is unique. You deserve personalized care. This is not a cure. This is not a replacement for your prescriptions. It's a supportive habit, something that might help alongside your routine, not instead of it. And we're not here making magical promises. We're here sharing potential, real potential, when used smartly. That's why every benefit we've talked about comes with this. Always dilute it, never exceed the safe amount, and listen to your body. That small pinch in your throat, that might be a sign to use less. That gurgle in your belly after drinking it too strong, that's your body talking. Don't ignore it. This isn't about chasing instant results. It's about building health that lasts. And part of that health is being wise enough to ask questions, to check in, to take things slowly. You've earned that wisdom, so use it. Don't rush. Start small, and always prioritize what's best for your long-term health, not what's trending online for 2 weeks. Let's take a moment here, because if you've made it this far in the video, you're not here to waste time. You're not here to be told the same thing over and over. You're here for momentum, so let's build it. What started as a curiosity, a teaspoon of vinegar in water, is now turning into a lifestyle. Day 1, you felt lighter. Day 3, your energy didn't crash after lunch. Day 7, your belt fits looser. Day 10, your afternoon walk feels easier. That's progress. That's momentum. And every day, as you repeat this habit, your body learns something new. It learns to digest better, to regulate insulin better, to clear out waste more efficiently. And you learn too. You learn that change doesn't have to be huge to be meaningful. You learn that consistency beats intensity. And you learn that your best health doesn't come from pills, it comes from patterns, healthy patterns. So don't stop. Don't fall for the trap of thinking it's not working fast enough. This isn't fast food, it's real health. And real health takes time. The kind of time that rewards you with clearer skin, more stable energy, better sleep, and a gut that doesn't complain every night. If you stick with a TIFF, you build on what you VA started, this vinegar habit becomes more than just a drink. It becomes a symbol of your decision to take care of yourself. One choice at a time. Now let's talk habits, not hacks. Because hacks fade, habits stay. And the beauty of apple cider vinegar is that it fits easily into daily life. You don't need fancy juicers. You don't need to change your diet overnight. All you need is one glass, a little water, a teaspoon or two of a CV. Done. It takes 60 seconds. But those 60 seconds add up. Over a week, over a month, over a year. And here's the secret. Don't treat it like a chore. Make it a ritual. Morning sun, a quiet moment before breakfast, stirring the glass gently, maybe adding a slice of lemon, maybe a little honey. Enjoy the sound of the spoon tapping the glass. Make it yours. Guess what? If you forget a day, no guilt. This isn't a punishment. It's a gift. A daily reminder that you are worth taking care of. That your body still deserves kindness. That your health doesn't have to decline, it can evolve. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. That's where the power lies. So whether it's before lunch, after a walk, or right after your vitamins, find a time that works for you. And then keep showing up, for yourself. Here's my challenge to you. For the next 7 days, I want you to try this. 1 teaspoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar mixed into a big glass of water. Just drink it once a day, ideally before a meal. That's it. No pills, no pressure, just one tiny change. 7 days. And during those 7 days, I want you to pay attention. How do your meals feel after drinking it? How does your energy shift? Are you sleeping deeper? Is your digestion quieter? Even small things count, like less bloating after dinner or a clearer head when you wake up. Track it. Journal it. Then, come back here and tell us in the comments what you noticed. Did your skin feel calmer? Did your pants fit better? Or maybe it didn't help at all. Tell us that too, because this space is for real stories, not made-up success tales. You sharing your truth might be the exact thing someone else needs to hear, so don't hold back. Tell us your age. Tell us your experience. Let's build a community here of people taking back their health one glass at a time. So here's the truth. Aging is inevitable, but how you age. That's your story too, right? Apple cider vinegar won't reverse time. It won't erase every ache or wrinkle. But it might help you feel more in control, more steady, more like yourself again. That matters. Because you've lived a life full of ups and downs, lessons and losses, laughter and late nights. You've made it this far. Your body, your mind, your spirit, they all deserve your care. This video wasn't about hype. It was about hope. Hope in a simple daily practice. Hope in small changes that lead to lasting impact. Hope in the idea that your best days are in tea just behind you. They can still be ahead of you. So go pour that glass, stir that teaspoon, drink to your health, not just today, but every day forward. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're just getting started. And we'll be here with you every step of the way. Thank you for watching. You matter more than you know.